All right, for real. I never thought that I would, like, in my entire life, ever see man butt sex in the Senate. And I had to see that. And you're just going to have to see that too. Yeah, real deep thoughts. Yeah, welcome to Wartime Christianity. I'm your host, Tim, your truth slinger. And unfortunately, we're just going to, I don't know, I just grouped a couple of stories together, and what do they all have to seem to do with each other? Sexual depravity. Debauchery is another word that might come to mind. Filth and foul, now filth, you're foul, evil, wicked. And yeah, we've come to understand very recently that the grease that our government runs on, yeah, it's like sexual chocolate is what's running all the gears in Washington. Yeah, right, sexual chocolate. Not good. Not good at all. So I know at this point you're saying to yourself, Tim, what are you talking about? What have you learned? Please tell us about this. Well, I will. Okay. What should we do first? Should we do the Jesse Waters and the Tim Burchett, or should we do the man butt sex? All right, let's yeah, okay. If you're not okay, let's things in proper order here. Let me get this straight, okay? Yeah, all right. If you haven't heard, yeah, okay. Do we need to do the one on the yeah, well, okay. That's for full effect. Let's just go there. Okay. All right, that's good enough. You didn't see everything completely. Anyway, yeah. So there was some gay, pornographic activity in a Senate hearing room in, like, the Washington, D.C. federal government Senate, like the hallowed halls of power, right? Gay pornographic sex. Yeah, the ones that there are people that are rotting, I think, right now in prison for having defiled this Capitol building. Didn't they? Something around January's, like, 5th or 7th or something around, like something like that. Yeah. But yet this now this didn't happen like yesterday. This porno tape happened a little while ago. This sex thing. And it just recently got uncovered. But yeah, that's really gross, man. I didn't think I'd ever see man butt sex in the Senate. Very famous chamber. Yeah. Yeah. So as you can imagine, there's a whole lot of memes going on about them. Can you remember any off the top of your head? Some of the humorous stories about the insurrectum. Yeah, that's a good one. So, yeah, anyway. But then we got this other story here. If you didn't think, I mean, we've been accused of being conspiracy theorists for so long. But after so long, when you get 89.9% of everything right, and the rest of it is only because the information hasn't come out yet completely, you start to wonder whether these are conspiracy theories or whether our government, I don't know, runs off of different fuel than you and I understand. The things that we see on the surface are not as we think they are. What am I talking about? Well, just listen.
The way the country's running, we should assume the politicians are being sexually blackmailed. How can you explain the open border or the record spending and all the BS that comes out of that town? Well, Congressman Tim Burchett of Tennessee says sexual blackmail in the House just a part of the deal.
It's how it works. You're visiting, you're out of the country or out of town, or you're in a motel or bar in D.C., and whatever you're into, women or men or whatever, comes up and they're very attractive and they're laughing at your jokes and you're buying them a drink. Next thing you know, you're in the motel room with them naked.
Naked as Jaybird.
Next thing you know, you're about to make a key vote, and what happens? Some well-dressed person comes up and whispers in your ear, "Hey man, there's tapes out on you. Were you in a motel room on whatever with whoever?" And then you're like, "Uh-oh," and said, "You really ought not be voting for this thing."
Wow, I only thought there was like one Swalwell. Turns out there's dozens.
Right? Yeah, so it turns out that a lot of people in the Congress are doing things, and they're possibly being blackmailed because of the sexual things that they're doing in nature. Right? Yeah, imagine that. Now you say, "Oh, no, that can't be." Oh, really? Well, wait a minute. Where's the client list for Epstein? Tell me all about that. There's a woman serving time in prison for this island that they had, and a guy named Epstein flew people around all over the place. People who, you say? I don't know. Are you telling me no one knows? Well, of course someone knows. But we don't know? Why don't we know? Well, we don't know because them's all the most powerful people in the world that make all the world go round. They're the ones that make all the damn decisions about which bugs you're going to eat. Right?
Should be coming out in less than a month.
Yeah, well, apparently there's some information going to be coming out. It's not going to be the client list, but it's going to be some other people that were in the criminal organization. Well, I don't know what good that's going to do. I want to know the client list. That's what I want to know. I want to know who was diddling the kidleys. That's what I want to know. Because those are the people, and I'll tell you, I got a strong suspicion of who they are. And some of them are in very high positions of power. If you know what I'm saying. Right? It's bad, man. It's bad. They're all a bunch of preverts, right? That's what's going on. And now you want to talk about depravity, right? On top of all that stuff going on in the government. And I've talked about the fact that all human institutions are corrupt at this point. But I mean, the government institutions are all rotted. The educational systems, they're all rotted. The courts, they're all rotted. Everything's rotted. And guess what else is? Oh, so is the Catholic Church. Right. Why do you say this, Tim? Well, yeah, that's right. Pope Francis approves blessings for LGBTQ couples. I don't know, plus AI. I'm not quite sure if that's in there either. But yeah, he's got some people riled up about it. Imagine that. I don't know. Maybe it has something to do with the fact that the Bible says, men shall not lie with a man and a woman shall not lie with a woman. I'm just saying. Just saying. But apparently the big man Pope over there said he's going to decide what's sin and what's not sin. So apparently it's not so bad of a sin that they can't get blessed. Now, mind you, it's not the same as married. They can't get married. They didn't change their stance on being married. Now the church just blesses having man butt sex. No. The church shouldn't be blessing scissoring. Okay? No. This is all evil. It's all wrong, right? That's it. You can't just redefine what the Bible says is wrong. It's wrong. God thinks it's wrong. God hates it. Now, if you want to do it, go ahead and do it by all means. Just do this to your heart's content. Whatever. Right? But don't expect to get to heaven. And don't expect me to tell you God says it's okay, because it's not okay. Right? But there's a solution for all that. It's called Jesus Christ. That sin, or this sin, either one, it's no bigger than being a lying, cheating, murdering, thieving person. Right? Those aren't worse sins. They're the same. Jesus covers all that. The blood covers all that stuff. Right? So I'm not going to single out homosexuality. But wrong is wrong. You know, the Pope can't just all of a sudden come along and say, oh, I don't know, murder is now all right. Murder's not okay. No, can't rewrite the book. Right? Simple as that. And so all this homosexuality and stuff, this man butt sex in the Senate thing is all about defiling, right? Satan wants to defile everything that was good. And at one point, our country was based on. They have church in the Senate, man, in the Capitol building. Oh, no. Now there's man butt sex there. You see? Now it's defiled. Now it's ruined. And that's exactly what they want to do. And Satan wants to do is defile everything. That's why they've got to have the marriage. That's why they've got to have the church blessing. Eventually, it's going to be a same-sex marriage. It's going to happen. What do you think? Oh, no, the slippery slope will stop now, Tim. Fool. Seriously. Wake the hell up. I'm Truth Slinger. I don't have nothing else to say. I'm out.